Hey, it's David. Welcome back to Orangeville Daily Homes. And have you seen outside? I am thrilled. Finally, the weather has turned, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it continues because I'll tell you, it's been a rough winter, as we all know. So it's interesting when you see the weather shift and how people's mental attitude changes. And, people kind of come out of the woodwork and, they come out of their houses and say, hey, wait, it's sunny, it's excellent, it's great. And this has an effect on the marketplace. And so there's more listings coming up. There's more people looking to buy. It's a very, real estate is very, very influenced by weather patterns. So anyways, we're starting to see this outpouring of support for buying and selling and all kinds of different things in the marketplace right now. So we're going to start with our first one, which is 6 Joyce Court. Now this one's in Grand Valley. It's just shy of $300,000. 2-car garage. And you have the old archways. So, this house is probably built in the 1970s. You got a long hallway, living room to the left. And then at the back here, you've got a kitchen, stainless steel appliances, and the floor is colored. And that's always a challenge for some people to see past. And anyways, that just is what it is. But it looks nice, looks good. Tidy and clean, and pictures look good. A lot of pictures of the kitchen there, a lot of different angles. And then in the living room over here, it seems pretty good. Now they're looking for a mid-August close, so there may be a little bit of room for negotiation with regards to that. But inside does show really well. Now there's another one in Grand Valley, and this one's a 308. Now Crozier Street, it's a little bit interesting how Crozier Street I think there's 3 Crozier Streets actually, but they're all kind of in that one main road there. But it's a little bit kind of hard to get to. The driveway is kind of steep, but we've got a big kitchen there, stainless steel appliances, which is nice. Door to the backyard, and it's I don't know which one I would go for between the two. I'd probably go for the last one over this one. Anyways, that's just my own take. Now, this one has electric radiant heat, and so, again, you want to kind of keep your costs low from room to room. But, it still looks nice. I don't know, price-wise, it's kind of hard to tell because we have this shift with there's, more of a buyer's market than there is more of a seller's market than there is a buyer's market. But again, when you buy and sell in markets where it's exactly the same, so if you're selling in a market where it's hot, you're also buying in a market that's hot. So really the cost difference is basically the same, unless you go ahead and sell in a hot market and then decide to rent for a number of years, and the market shifts, and then it goes into a different type of market space where it's not as good as what it was when you sold. So when you buy next time, then you buy it at a low end. It's really hard to do that. And anyways, it's just something to consider in these marketplaces. Next one is 25 Fieldgate, 324. And, it's entry level. Nothing really kind of mind-blowing or anything like that on this. But it's in a nice area, and there's 3 bedrooms. Basement's partially finished, so they may be a little bit up on the upper end, but it's still, you've got some things that have done. The roof's been done, the water softener. Really not much to do with water softener, but looks like they've put in a new shed. But really, I think the roof is going to be the only one that brings in some value in that. It's 5-6 years old. Okay, so I really like this one. It's 30 Still Court, and it's $365. I think they've priced it really well. 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It doesn't have a finished basement. Nice front entranceway when you walk in. Stairs coming up. And you've got laminate flooring in the living room. Then there's a dining room right behind that. And then you have the kitchen. The kitchen looks older. And you have this old California style ceiling. And I've seen those in houses in the 90s. That was just the thing to do. But anyways, it's kind of gone out of style. You don't normally see that anymore. So to take this out, it really wouldn't be a whole lot of work. It's just a dropped ceiling with some light fixtures up underneath. But obviously there's a little bit of patchwork that would need to be done. But that being said, at the price, I mean, really, I don't think you can go wrong with this. Fireplace as well. I don't know. I think this is good. I think the only thing that may hurt them on this, and it's nothing that they can do, is the taxes. Okay, so you're basically $5,116 a year for property taxes. That would probably be the only thing that may kind of hurt some people. But you're going to get this in any property in Orangeville. It's just a fact. I mean, we have one of the youngest demographics in Orangeville, and it's for a reason, because there's a lot of folks who want to retire into Orangeville, and some of them just can't do it because of the monthly costs of property tax and what that's going to do. So what tends to happen is a lot of families move into Orangeville, and in doing so, both mother and father are working, and if they have a parent living at home with them, sometimes they're still working in the last couple of years of their life, and they just want to be in with their kids. And anyways, it's interesting to see. But Dufferin County does have one of the lowest age demographics in Ontario, and I think we're at like 34 is the average age. So anyway, it's very interesting, some stats as well. But I really think this is good. And look, I mean, if we look at it, I mean, the roof is done. I mean, yeah, it's getting close to about 10 years old, but still, it's not like a 30-year-old roof or 25-year-old. You've got a furnace, okay? You've got your windows that were looked after. So there's some things that have been done, and, I like it. Next one is 16 Connaught Crescent. It's in Bolton, and it's $414. Now, the only thing that, there's two things I would have to say. One is it's a semi-detached house, okay? Number two, there's a flat roof. And anyone who's had a flat roof knows what a flat roof is like, especially in the winter. And then spring comes along and we have all that snow. So just something to consider about, maybe do some research on roofs and things like that. But inside it's being renovated, it's done, it's got the pot lights, the hardwood flooring as well. It's a nice looking place if you want a place that hasn't had any, that's had everything done to it. Right? There's no garage, so that may be something that hurts them on it. But then again, if everything's being done, maybe someone can live without a garage. Anyways, it's just something to point out, because there is value with the place being totally gutted. Now the next one, I mean, this one takes us into Kennedy and Mayfield. It's $519, and this is only a semi-detached, and they're not that old, but they're it's like within the last 5 years, I would say. But inside, it's got nice features. The wainscoting, hardwood flooring. Now, for me, I would take this rug right up. I'd remove it out of there because you're hiding the floor, and the floor looks awesome. So that would be my only critique with this. Otherwise, they've got it down really well. It looks nice. They have the nice photos in there as well. They're looking for a June close. So 20, it's 2,000 square feet. It's a pretty big place, 9-foot ceilings, that type of thing. Now the next one is over in Amaranth. It's $589. It's in this one here. It's on Highway 109. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to be aware of. It is on a busier road. All the appliances match, which is nice. Hardwood flooring, cabinets look pretty good. But it's real country when you look in here, right? You have wood on the ceiling, and you've got these windows that kind of pass throughs from room to room, and the wood trim there. It's a very countryish home. Obviously, we're taking a picture of the floor to show it's probably maybe slate. So yeah, I mean, it depends. It's on 20 acres. There's some value. There's some value in that, right? So, but there is no basement in this. Okay, so the next one is 9 Riverwood Terrace, and it's $649. Now it's in Caledon, it's in Caledon, which is in Bolton is in Caledon. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. Now inside, it looks good on the outside, right? It's a 2-story home, 2-car garage. It's all brick, which is beautiful. That's what people like. And inside, there's a lot of heavy drapes, right? A lot of heavy drapes really take away from the rooms. Maybe not the best angle into the living room, into the kitchen, but it looks like the kitchen is being updated. Stainless steel appliances. I don't think they match, but they are. It looks like it's been updated. The basement looks like it's been done, and again, heavy. That's another thing. You have heavy furniture for the rooms. I mean, I would have removed the floor mats. Change that out. Just to make it look a little bit bigger, and they kind of look out of place, those things, right? But $649, I think they're doing okay. I mean, there's a lot of things that they've done in here, right? A new oak staircase. You don't normally see that because there's not much value in an oak staircase. But obviously, they wanted to tie it together to make it look nicer. Because obviously, it may have been an older one with parquet flooring, that kind of stuff. The furnace is new, which is great. The roof is looked after. The AC, you've got garage doors, stamped concrete outside, and there's the kitchen as well. Basement's done. I mean, so there's a lot of things that they've done to that. So I think there's some inherent value with that one for sure. Now the next one, a lot of times people look and go, "Oh my gosh, Shelburne's for sale." It really is. Look, there's a sign. Okay, Shelburne is not for sale for $649,000 because if it was, I'd buy it, especially if the taxes were only $1,700. But anyways, no, this is a development or a piece of land that can be developed. And on this piece of land that can be developed, you have two different types of plans that are being put to place. One, where you can get 18 townhouses and 2 semi-detached homes, or you can get 133 seniors residence homes. So you can decide which one works for you if you're a builder and you're looking to do something, or for an investment type of thing. You just really need to decide, right? Anyways, that's that one, and it's right on Highway 89, right in town. It's 2.84 acres. Next one is on Gore Road, 669. Great photos, really nice, beautiful fireplace. They've got the accent wall there with the red, with the others. It looks really nice. They've tied it together nice. The hardwood flooring, beautiful windows or doors across the back. You've got your kitchen over here. I would have taken down this portion here. It adds so much more character to the place. When and you can see more what's going on. And these are some things that people look for, right? So when buyers are out there, there's certain things that they're looking for, and one of them is your kitchen. The kitchen is really the number one thing that you can do for a property to make it sell faster than anything else. Okay, and next one is bathrooms. So kitchens, bathrooms, floors. Those are your three things that you can do to your place that really can bring in the value. Finished walkout, which is nice. I like it, and it's very cool. See, and if you take a look, the bathrooms were done 2013, which is great. So they'll get good value for that. Not too sure about the age of the kitchen, but yeah, it looked like a pretty cool place. 42 Billy Court, and it's $700,000, and it's a new build that happened in Caledon East. Very nice. It's a good looking place, really. I mean, there's nothing to really critique. It's a brand new home, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, that type of thing. And there's about 3,700 square feet. I mean, it's a big home for sure. So take a look at that one. 9 Walton Drive, 749. It's a corner lot in Palgrave, which is in Caledon. The inside, it probably needs some updating. Absolutely, it does need some updating. It's one of the original subdivision homes or estate homes that was built. 3-car garage. There's obviously living space up above it. What could you do to this, after you've renovated it? Could it be worth $1 million? Possibly. Absolutely possibly could be. It's something you have to really see in person to really appreciate what's there. They put in some new shingles on the roof, but inside definitely needs some sprucing up and some updating for sure. Gore Road, 749. Pictures really, I mean, it looks like a property where, again, work needs to be done on this one as well. Pictures aren't necessarily the greatest, but The location is very close to Brampton, which is good, and it does have a finished basement with a separate entrance. So there's always benefits to that as well, depending on how you want to use the property. Duffy's Lane, 769. It's a detached bungalow, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and that's all the pictures we have. I don't know what someone's thinking, but anyways. Not much to tell you on that. Finished walkout, separate entrance. Yeah, really. Next one is 949. And whether or not this one is worth $949 is really going to depend on if somebody wants to live on Highway 50. That's really what it comes down to. Inside, it kind of reminds me of the Maritimes. It's got a lot of the blue going on. It just, I don't know, it just has that feel. Okay, even this kind of look here, it really looks like a property from the East Coast. I don't know why, but it does. But inside, it looks like it's a nice big place, a lot of rooms. But again, finished basement, walkout. Was there anything to say that it was worth close to $1 million? You're on 5 acres, 9-foot ceilings. But really, that's what it kind of comes down to. Now, this one here has 8 bedrooms. This is crazy. But on Innis Lake Road, it's probably the biggest living room, dining room kind of combo I have ever seen in my life. Really huge. What do you say to that, really? I don't know. It looks like it's an old kitchen, so obviously some work needs to be done. Basement's finished, but I don't know. The pictures really didn't kind of bring me in, but there's a lot going on. 5 acres there. It is a big place, and it's something to take a look at. Bruno Ridge Drive, $1,299,000. Again, when you get up into these upper prices, you really need to see them to appreciate it. But overall, it really looks nice. Nice high ceilings, the fireplace, the layout, the kitchen. It's very, very cool. And if you're in that price range and that's what you're looking for, then sure. There's another. You can have a nanny that stays in the basement because there's obviously a setup down there for her. It's on 2 acres. It looks like it's a pretty cool looking place. Anyways, that's our last one, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Orangeville Daily Homes. Bye for now.